Agent Anna Chapman is in the headlines again. Since her arrest in the US in July, the alleged spy has been repeatedly appearing in the news. This time, she took part in an erotic photo shoot for a Moscow-based men's magazine. RT's Yegor Piskunov is now at the magazine's headquarters to give us more details on this. So, Yegor, tell me, how did an undercover agent suddenly become the media darling?
Well, let me just tell you some background first. Anna Chapman's name turned up at first last June when, during the biggest spy scandal between Moscow and Washington since the Cold War era, American authorities announced that they've arrested a group of people suspected of working as secret Russian agents undercover in the United States. All of them were arrested and had undergone trial, were found guilty of being unregistered, illegal foreign agents. Their property was taken away. They're all banned from ever coming back to America ever again unless a green light is given by the White House itself. They're also all banned from ever publishing any information on their activities while working undercover in the United States. They were all deported from the States in exchange for 4 people who were previously found guilty here and were serving time in Russia for being foreign spies. But even after Anna Chapman came back to Russia, her name still stayed in the headlines. Since being a very young, very successful businesswoman, she also used to be married to a British citizen. She also used to have British citizenship, which was actually taken away after this spy scandal. But there were various reports of her name figuring, of her name being said in many Russian media various times. First of all, there was this alleged controversial photo shoot with one men's magazine in Russia, which almost ended up in court. Just previously, we saw Anna Chapman waving goodbye to the latest space crew going to the International Space Station from Baikonur Cosmodrome. Just previously, on Monday, there were unconfirmed reports from various Russian media that Anna Chapman was decorated with a state award by the president himself, but this was unconfirmed information about this relatively secret award ceremony at the Kremlin on Monday, where intelligence officers took part. And now the latest news is that Anna Chapman is going to hit the pages of the most popular men's magazine in Russia. And for more on that, I'm now joined by the editorial director of Maxim Russia magazine, Ilya Bezugli. Ilya, thank you very much for joining me. And
thanks for inviting us.
Just tell us more about this photo shoot. When should we expect to see it, and what actually happened there?
Well, the magazine is going to hit the newsstands any day from now. It's 21st. Most likely it will be in Moscow and on the rest territory of Russia. The photo shoot we made it in August, and it was a regular Maxim shoot. We normally put ladies in bikinis in our cover, and it was always a successful recipe. So we did a very hot and sexy photo shoot with Anna.
Well, Anna Chapman is definitely not a professional model. Would you say that she did her job fine during this photo shoot?
Well, yeah, she's definitely one of the most beautiful women I've ever met, and she knows it and she enjoys it. So it was not a problem for her to do the modeling part of a job. It was just fun to work with her. It was very easy, went very smooth, and I believe we made one of the best shoots we ever made.
Well, you just said yet you've met personally Anna Chapman. Can you tell us more about the Russian James Bond girl?
Well, as I said, she's very, very beautiful and hot, of course, but everybody knows it by now already. But she's also very open-minded, and I would say very Western-minded person. And surprisingly enough, she's not just a fragile, mediocre somebody. She's quite a personality, and I'm pretty sure that she's strong enough to succeed in any way she will choose in the future.
Well, do you think this photo shoot will sell? What are your expectations?
Well, I definitely hope so, because she's not only a Russian celebrity, she's a worldwide celebrity. She's more than that. She's like a brand almost. She's as famous as a Kalashnikov machine gun or Russian ballet these days. So I'm sure that all of her followers, not only in Russia but in the West, will be excited to see our video, which is already on our site, maximonline.ru. And we're planning to put even longer one in a couple of days when the magazine hits the newsstand.
Well, would you name Anna Chapman a powerful woman, and perhaps if she decides to take the politics road, would you say there are chances she could become a successful politician.
Well, absolutely, yeah. Why not? As I said, she's a very open-minded and very Western-minded person, and the more people like that we have in our government, the better for the country, if you ask me. I don't know. I think she has all the chances to become whatever she wants in this life. Yeah.
Actually, you just said the government. I know that your magazine also had photo shoots with some of the female deputies of the State Duma. And would you say that this is actually raising the level of patriotism in the country, perhaps?
Well, why not? Why not? I think the more beautiful people we have in our government, the better for the country, if you ask me. And the more women we have in our parliament, the better for the country. I mean, we should change. It's a different time now, and I think that Maxim made quite an input for that. Yeah.
Ilya, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
This was the editorial director of the Maxim Russia magazine, Ilya Bezubly.
All right, Artis. Yegor Piskunov there. Thank you.